Everybody, it's Michael here from Replica Airguns with a BB gun field test and tabletop review as well, because what I'm doing here, I'm going to post these videos exactly at the same time and link them to the same article over at replicaairguns.com. So you'll see both of these videos coming out roughly the same time, and I'll link them, like I said, to that article, so they'll both be in the article on the website. And I'll put a link right in here to the tabletop review, and I'll also put a link in the description to the tabletop review just to make it easy to find, but they should be like coming out right at the same time. So not hard to find these videos. All right, so this is the field test portion for the TDP 45 TAC, and that's the tactical version. Basically, it's the TDP 45 with a thread on the front that comes with the mock suppressor, sight rail, and the laser, okay? So nice little low-cost gun. I think they're around $60, $70 roughly. It comes with everything. Sight rail could be probably put on just about any gun. That it would, should fit on a lot of guns anyways. Can add a red dot. You can leave the laser on. Anyways, check out the tabletop review for more information on specifications and a walkthrough close-ups of the gun. Also some photos for you. So let's get on with the chronograph. We're going to put 5 rounds through the chronograph. FPS on this gun is supposed to be just over 400, 410. And then we're going to head back 30 feet. We're going to do basically probably 10 shots. Yeah, 10 shots. We'll put 10 shots into the target from 30 feet out, paper target. And I'm using basically the Umarex 5.1 grain steel BBs. So this is a 4.5 millimeter steel BB pistol, right out of airsoft gun. And let's get started here. All right. Everything should be ready to go. Shot 1, 396. Very quiet. Getting lots of errors these days. Maybe it's the change in weather, lighting, I don't know. Got my lights going on here. Shot 2, 393.7. Keep going here. Shot 3. Boy, very consistent. 398.1. 397.1. Very consistent gun. I think this is shot 5 now. Error. One more try. We'll get a 5th in here for you. I will get a 5th. There we go. 400. Okay, so what I like about it is that it's consistent. It was shooting basically 390 in the 390s to the 400s. It's not super warm. It's summertime, but it's not a hot day. It's sunny out. I'm going to say 19, 18 degrees Celsius today, right now, here on my deck. So potentially this gun can shoot a little faster on a hotter day, but consistent and quiet. Trigger's your typical trigger like these types of guns with the sort of double action, medium pull trigger, fairly long. Let's head back now, 30 feet out, semi-rested position, see how accurate this pistol is. I'm going to be using the red dot, or sorry, the laser for this. I've sort of sighted it in, so let's see if we're pretty close. All right, we're set up here. I'm standing in the back, got my sandbag in the front, so it's going to rest on the sandbag like this. I just usually rest my hands, kind of the handle on the sandbag. I've got my laser on. There it is, down there. Boop. And 30 feet away, so I call this a semi-rested position. And we're going to put 10 rounds in. The target, again, with the laser. Now, keep in mind, I sighted this in basically because I can look down the sights, because the sight rail is high enough. It's got a little bit of a gap there, like a tunnel or a channel underneath, and I can see the red dot is exactly where I would have it sighted in if I was using the open sight. So I'm taking into account and hoping that the actual sights are fairly well centered. Now the idea here when I target shoot isn't to necessarily hit the bullseye, although that's nice. The idea here is to get a tight group, because most guns out of the box are not going to shoot right on the bullseye. They either shoot a little high, a little low, sometimes they shoot a little left or the right. Just depends on whether or not that gun is adjustable, if the sights have adjustable, or if it has adjustable sights or not. Some guns don't. If they don't have adjustable sights, you're kind of hoping that it's close, or that you can sort of account to that by just where you set your aim point. So I do have a laser on here. I could adjust it, but the idea here is to go for just a tight grouping, okay? That's all I'm trying to go for. So bullseyes are nice, but they're not the object here. Here we go. Just trying to get this trigger figured out. That's why it took so long. a little bit of a tight trigger. This would be more of a better rapid shooter. I think that was 4 or 5. Let's say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to shoot one more because I might have been under. Okay, let's take a look. You know, not a bad group. I mean, it's kind of all over the place. This trigger is, I'm going to have to say, it's more of a heavy trigger. First stage is actually lighter than the last stage. First stage, it's pulling the hammer back and basically allowing a BB to go up into the chamber there. And then the last stage is just releasing that hammer. But the last stage seems to just go on forever, and it just gets kind of heavy, maybe because your finger gets tight to the back of the trigger well, and I guess the leverage is less there, so it feels heavier. But I mean, it is well centered, up and down, not too bad. We had a high one, a low one. We did have about almost 3 or 4 in the bullseye here, and then we had a couple in the outside ring. So if we were to take this guy out, let's use the red dot. If we were to take that guy out and that guy out, and just allow these guys, that would have been just over 2 inches. So, you know, not the best, not the worst. Maybe just getting used to this trigger would help a lot. So again, don't forget to check out my tabletop review where I go over the specifications and show you around this gun a little bit more. Before you head out, make sure to subscribe. Also check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Come on down to replicaAirguns.com where I have all kinds of articles, reviews, posts there for you. Don't mind the airplane. We also have our Canada and US online stores where we sell air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, knives, and other accessories. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.